Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for coming on and joining Cooper's Thai Adventures with myself, Cooper, and my trusted sidekick, Mr. Brooke Schneider. There you go. I got it right. And good friend. Thank you, Brooke, always for coming on and joining us.
Good to be here.
Good to be here. And today I thought we'd start off with a bit of Thai news. What's happening in the news? Well, we'll start off with the good, the bad, and the ugly. How's that? So here you go. A little bit of news for you. Just a couple of days ago in Thailand, a cleaner found 12 million baht in a trash can. There you go.
Nice
12
find.
million baht, all wrapped up underneath some jogging clothes, I think. And she turned it into the police station. And I'll let Brooke continue on with the story. So what happened after she turned it into the police station?
Well, from what I gather, and this stuff was 1,000 baht notes wrapped in stacks about yay big, probably 1,000 notes in stack. And I mean, professionally sealed, they're all identical. Kind of looks like you'd see, in a drug cartel, you know what I mean, in their stash house, right? And it was sitting in this garbage bin. And I thought, well, isn't that odd? And it apparently had been there for like close to 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah. They were able to identify 12 million was taken out of some account or something, so that they were able to. And I guess they got that from the address this place was at. I don't know. But anyways, to make a long story short, the police have it. They're looking for the owner. And so a follow-up video I saw after that, a day or two later, was that, I think he was the retired chief of police, came forward and said, that was my life savings that I had somehow mistakenly misplaced. And I, the ending of the story was that the police at this time have decided not to, return it because of lack of information on the real owner or true owner to prove it. So that's still pending, let's say. But
so this retired police officer is very happy right now then.
Well, he didn't get the money back.
He hasn't got it.
No,
Okay.
He claimed he's retired. But when this came due, he said, yeah, that's my money. I had my life savings there. I forgot where I misplaced it. It does sound a little bit odd story. So, and I think the police maybe felt that because they have not returned anything yet. They're still hanging on to the total sum. But who in their right mind would store 12 million baht
in a trash can
and hide it under some clothes, figuring
for 4 years?
Well, I suspect that person maybe is no longer with us, because if they were, you're going to do something with that. But very odd, strange story. But anyways, that made the news.
Yeah. And other news in Thailand is the tuk-tuk scam is back again. And for those that have never been to Chinatown, we were there yesterday, actually. We'll go into that a bit later on our day out in Bangkok. Yep. They have tuk-tuks there, sort of trikes, with a couple seats at the back and the driver sits at the front. Well, just for a 10-minute drive, which would normally cost you 100 baht in a taxi here in Thailand, tuk-tuks are demanding 400 baht. And a lot of tourists have complained about it, getting ripped off by tuk-tuk drivers, and the police are clamping down on it now and going after those that are trying to scam foreigners coming to Thailand. So they are dealing with it. And I took Darlene on the tuk-tuk once in Bangkok just to give her an experience. And I paid 200 baht for him just to go up around the corner and come back to the mall, just so I could put it in a YouTube video. I thought it'd be good to insert in a video that we did in Bangkok. You guys may have watched it, but yeah, I could pay 200 baht for that. If I would have got in a Bolt taxi, it would have cost me like 50 baht. So there you go.
Well, I remember I visited Bangkok and from the hotel, and I went to this Apple store,
Mhm.
and I thought, okay, go back to the hotel. It was, not that far away, less than a mile. 400 baht, and I started laughing, and he didn't care. It was 400, or wait for the next sucker to come along that would pay it. So
Yeah.
never did ride it.
No.
No.
And then let's get on with the ugly news. So we got the good, we got the bad. Now let's go on with the ugly. And I said I put it all on the channel. So here you go. The latest ugly news is COVID. It is back again. I know that dreaded COVID 5 years ago. It made all of us depressed, including myself and yours truly, Mr. Brooke Snyder. We were all depressed during COVID, and Brooke and I were actually friends during COVID, and we're speaking on the phone. What's it like there? What's it like there? Brooke was in Florida at the time, and anyways, it's reared its ugly head. And I had a phone call yesterday with a good friend of mine, Greg. If you're watching, hello, Greg. He is out in Kuwait, and we used to work together in Kuwait. And he was telling me that a lot of the Indian workers in Kuwait have reported, that from their families, that COVID has gone absolutely rife in India. Maybe that's why we have so many Indians over here right now. We do have an abundance of Indians in Thailand. And they found 5,000 new cases of this new strain of COVID. And from the 5,000, over 50 people have already died from it.
Mm.
So I know what you're thinking. Well, 5,000, that's not a lot, Coop. We had millions of people. Well, when you think of 5,050 people dying out of 5,000, if you put a 10x on that, that would be 50,500. Put another 10x on it, and it would be 500,000 and 5 people dead. Well, that's a lot more, So yeah, be aware. They are saying that COVID is going up here in Thailand as well. Over 50,000 cases last month. And they were saying that the one in Thailand, it's not so bad. It's a milder strain
Yeah.
with flu-like symptoms and body aches. Lasts about a month.
And what I saw, in the information I got was that the main group, suffering is the 30 to 40-year-olds. Whether it's, party animals, tight places, who knows? But, it's a milder strain. I've had COVID in the past. It's like a cold.
Yeah, I've had it 3 times myself.
Yeah, a few days. And we've both been vaccinated.
4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think some of it could be grabbing news headlines, but we'll see.
Yeah, and the Thailand medical department has said this strain of COVID that's out right now, there is no vaccine against it. So it's a relatively new strain, so therefore there's no vaccine against it. They're just advising, if in doubt, wear a face mask in Bangkok and wash your hands regularly. Remember that old chestnut? Wash your hands.
Yeah. Which is basically common sense.
Yeah.
I'm not losing much sleep over all this.
No.
Much ado. And we'll see. I mean, if things progress or ever got, let's say, a lot worse, then that'd be different. But I just think it's like a flu or influenza going around. And, now, hey, depending on everyone's condition, there's always statistic, you have 10,000 people catch it. There's a percentage that, are going to get deathly ill from it.
Yeah.
But for the majority of people, it's probably not going to be a big issue. So I'm not going to lose any sleep over it.
No, I'm not either. But I always said I'll report the news on the channel, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. We'll tell you straight here on Cooper's Thai Adventure. And yesterday, get onto that. We went, a group of us, was it 9 of us, I think?
Yeah.
9. 9 of us. We went to Bangkok for the day. Decided we were going to go to Chinatown and chase a good good Chinese restaurant. And boy, was it. It was fantastic and super cheap too.
Yeah.
Super cheap too. $10 per person. And we had a feast. I mean, we had 4 different dishes, Darlene and I, and everybody that was there with us was like, wow, this is super good, and absolutely delicious.
You had a lot of dishes, so
We
when you're
did,
talking $10 a piece, you had like
4
double
dishes.
what the normal person would
Yeah.
order.
I wanted to try a bit of everything. I
Mine
missed
was,
a good,
I think, about $8 each.
I missed a good Chinese stir fry.
Well, it was good food yesterday, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really good, and we had a fantastic time. And then we went to the mall nearby. And for those that don't know me outside of YouTube, I'm a bit of a techie. And I like to collect modern tech. I've got the new Ray-Ban glasses with the cameras built in and all that, So I collect stuff like that. And yesterday, I was one of the first people in Thailand to get the new Nintendo Switch 2. Yippee! So I've got a PlayStation, I got an Xbox, and now I got a Nintendo Switch 2, so I can play Super Mario Kart with my wife.
And it was supposed to be released the
26th
26th
so
of this month.
Yes, I got it early.
You might be the first guy in
Thailand to get it.
Yeah, no, they were selling them.
So I was absolutely pleased and patting myself on the back, because I know there is a waiting list to get them. And the guy at the store said, well, we actually have a couple extra ones that people haven't claimed. And I was like, deal, I'll take it, So I got my Nintendo Switch 2. It's still in the box. I haven't even taken that out of the box. We got back a little late last night. And I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I didn't have a nap yesterday afternoon. So I just left it there on the box, and I'll be setting that up later on today.
Bangkok's a big city.
Hmm.
A couple things surprised me. Number one, I didn't see a lot of construction, comparatively speaking, to what we have around our area. So, maybe we weren't in the right areas for that. But that city's absolutely huge. It's spread out, huge. And multi-millions of people. And Brownie was one of the gentlemen, good Aussie mate, came with us. And we're walking to the Chinese restaurant. Coop had found nice aircon, highly rated, 5-star, I think you said. Yep, let's go there. So we're on our way there. We're close by. And I see this little guy on the stand. He's an old guy, and he's serving up something, right? And there's a lineup. And I stop and I kind of look. And I said, well, what is this? Why is there a lineup, at this time of day? And Brownie, he's right behind me, and he looks and he says, Jesus, that's a guy on YouTube. He's like an 85-year-old guy, and he's been making this, I think it's dim sum or something, these small little things for like 50 years. His son was old. He's there helping him. And now so Brownie, I got to get some of this, because, what are the odds you're in Bangkok with multi-millions of people and you're walking down there and he's just on this little side alley?
I know.
And oh my God. And he's a YouTube, he's known on YouTube for this. A lot of YouTubers go there to try this food.
Yeah.
So, so Brownie actually waited. We actually went on to the restaurant, but he brought the stuff up. That was good. So you can tell. But I guess the guy's been doing this for that many years. He makes so many in the morning. When they're sold out, he closes the stand and away he goes. But as Brownie said, he says, Brooke, sometimes we were lucky. There was only maybe 6 or 8 people in line when we got there. He says sometimes they're lined out the street to get it. So anyways, right place, the right time. What are the chances?
Yeah. And I'd like to give a shout out and a thank you to May, who came and joined us yesterday. And May is originally from Hong Kong. She's an American citizen. And she speaks the lingo. And so he's like, May, come with us. We're going to Chinatown. We could use some help. And she did. And, we had a fantastic day out. We went to the food market. And Darlene's like, what's this? What's this? It's in Chinese writing. Of course, we don't know what it is. And May's like, oh, it's got this in it. It's got this in it. It's, different food items. And Darlene was in her new element. And so was Jackie and Brownie's wife, and it was just a great day.
Genevieve.
Yeah, Genevieve.
The girls have fun. They really have a ball. And in that food court, they found some Filipino food. Those little baked things or whatever in the plastic. Oh, it was like they couldn't believe their luck. You know what I mean? So sure enough, Jackie bought some. Yeah.
And then we went in a store in the mall there, and it was called Don Donkey. And for those that don't know, Don Donkey is a Japanese store, and it's got a lot of weird and wonderful products in there that you would never see anywhere else in the world, and little things that help your life that little bit better, like this thing that you put in the wash machine. It's a little tiny thing like this big, and if you have a cat or a dog, and you got the hair stuck to your clothes, you put this into the wash machine, it takes all that hair off. It gathers it like a magnet. I've never seen anything like it. I was like, wow, fantastic. So a lot of knickknacks, that weird inventions you wouldn't see anywhere else in the world. And they have one in Bangkok, and it was a very, very big store. I almost got lost in it. But yeah, fantastic day out. So let's get started with the live stream and see who we got online.
Vincent, good morning, guys. What does Wise charge on their transactions? Is it a one-time fee, any amount, or based on amount transferred? Typically, excuse me, the fees are quite low, Vincent. They are listed before you ever exchange. You'll see the rates. I think it was like 40 baht up to, how many thousands. So it was kind of a fixed fee for a certain amount. But yeah, I find it very reasonable. I don't have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get fees probably with anybody you do. And if these platforms say, oh, well, we don't charge fees, they're going to nail you on the exchange rate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I've checked that. So with Remitly and others, their exchange rate was no good, but no fee for you. Oh, isn't that interesting? When you add it all up, you're better with Wise, is my opinion. And before you ever decide, you can actually put in the amount. You can adjust the amounts up or down. You'll see the fees change or not. You know what I mean? You make the call. So I remember if I was transferring like $300, it was the same fee as $2,000. So, you'd try to go with the max. Hopefully that helps. Blakester Drums, have a great show, guys. Sad to say your live chats are the highlight of my week. Except on payout days. Talking Misty. Probably.
There you go.
Blakester Drums, laughing out loud. Tony Montana, good morning. Coop, Darlene, Brooke, and Jackie, and all the gang.
And hello, Tony. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Tony again. Vincent, you have beaten me again. Malcolm Hawkins. That name rings a bell.
He does.
Good morning, Team Coops and Captain Bitcoin and everyone else watching the live stream.
And good morning, Mal.
Roger Walker, hello everyone.
Hello, Roger.
808 Bear, good morning.
Good morning, Bear, and thank you for being a channel member and having the badge next to your name. And you too, Blakester, much appreciated. Only $2 a month helps support the channel.
Work ATM. No, the walk ATM. Aloha and mabuhay, y'all.
And aloha to you too, Mr. Walk ATM.
Tony, hit that like button. Make Darlene smile.
Yes, please. If you're watching the live stream, that's all we ask. We do this all for free. We don't ask for anything. The only thing that we do ask is give us a thumbs up. That's it. Hey, thanks, Coop. Nobody else is doing this for free. Much appreciated.
Richard Woolley, hello, tubers.
And hello, Richard. Thank you for coming on and joining us. You and Philip for being channel members as well. And Roger.
Philip Hunt, good morning, CBD and all the tubers watching. I'm sitting at the Wombat Kiwi Bar having breakfast and enjoying the breeze here at Jomtien Beach. Have a great day, y'all. That's good. He can technology, watching the live streams.
There you
having
go.
Brekkie. Yeah, good idea.
Thank you, Philip.
I think they got free Wi-Fi. Most places here have free Wi-Fi, so that's good news. Roger Carpenter, good evening, CBD and fellow members.
Good morning to you, Roger.
Scotty S. from Wahin, good morning from Wahin.
Good morning, Scotty.
Just my opinion, that was my 12 million baht.
Yeah, mine too, yeah.
That was an honest lady, cleaning lady that turned that in, man. I'll tell you. I don't think anybody would have been the wiser
if she would have
took been there 4 years. So, what's a few more months if, anyways.
I'm curious. Let us know in the comments right now. Would you have turned in that 12 million baht or would you have kept it?
It would be curious to see if anybody actually ever does prove they own it.
Yeah, because that 12 million baht is about 300,000 US.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they hopefully would treat that cleaning lady with a nice finder's fee.
Yeah. So if you saw 300,000 US in a trash can, would you have turned it into the police? Would you have been an honest soul, turned it in, or would you have been like, oh, this has been left here for a long time? Guess what? I'm going out and buying a new Lamborghini or going on a great cruise. Or
think about it, it's kind of like winning the lottery.
It is. Yeah, it's life-changing money there.
Oh, well. Matty Smith waves at us.
Good morning, Matt.
Mike D, hey, Cooper and Brooke, hope all is well in the land of smile.
It is fantastic, Mike. Can't wait for you to
Life's
get out
great
here, buddy.
guys. So,
and thank you for being a channel member too.
Aussie T, good morning all in the chat from the land of Oz.
And good morning, Aussie T.
Mikey D, they found my money. They can just invest it in Misty for me.
Oh, you would get a heck of a monthly dividend for that. 300,000. That'd be giving you
about $1 million baht a month.
Yeah, exactly.
Matt Smith, I would be such a drunk in Thailand if I had 12 million.
Never leave the bar. Buy the bar. Heck.
Yeah.
Put a funnel on your mouth.
Never pay for another drink.
Yeah. Drinks are on the house.
Johnny Poulos from Australia. Good morning, CBD, and everyone around the world watching.
Good morning, Southside Johnny.
He's a Sydney Rooster fan.
Another John here.
Yeah. Good morning, CBD, and all watching. I always enjoy these live streams and videos. I'm in New York City.
And John in New York.
City there
Thank
too.
you, John. Much appreciated, buddy. And we enjoy him too.
Coop, what's Duke doing these days?
I don't know. What's Brooke doing these days?
It's all part of the global culling. Can't get upset about things you can't change. Talking about the COVID.
Yeah, you can't change it. I think it's going to be around for many years to come. Just, lesser strains, less powerful, and, cough, runny nose, no different than a winter's cold, really.
It's always happened throughout history.
Yeah.
So, no, I wouldn't lose any sleep. Logan C, hi, moderator. Thank you.
And that's my wife, Darlene, our channel moderator. You can't see her. She doesn't come in front of the camera very often, but she's always in the background checking the comments, make sure we don't have any bots come in here, try to spoil all the
trolls
fun that we have.
They call them too.
Yeah, because they're jealous that we're over here in Thailand living the good life, and we got a good community going, a lot of good friends, and we're happy go lucky. Pardon me. And we have future expats that want to come out here and retire too, to join the group. So they don't like that because they're stuck in their armchair back home, and and can only dream of coming over here. So they want to ruin it for everybody that can come.
It's
kind of sad.
It's been reported tourism is down. The country's concerned. I think tourism.
Chinese, yes.
Yep. But that's it. The Chinese are down 33%. Western expats are up 14. So it's still
Europeans, Americans.
Yeah. And so it's still the place to go, guys, compared to where you maybe are. And don't follow all the fudsters about, oh, it's getting too expensive or the exchange rate's killing you. And it's all hype, all FUD. When you get here, you'll see it. It's a great place to live. It's a land of smiles. The people are happy. You want to be happy, hang around happy people. You know what I mean? And I just think it's a fantastic place. So yeah, come on over and experience for yourself. One thing I would say, one of the videos I watched, I forget when, you don't want to come here on your own without maybe a network or group or someone that you're going to hang with. And I think that's why people actually love Coopersville, because right away they got a network. You go to Bangkok, get off that plane, and maybe you stay in Bangkok. If you don't know anybody, well, what are you doing? It's like 3 weeks you're on vacation mode, and then reality sets in the fourth week. Oh, Jesus, what do we do now? So yeah, it's good to join groups, have a plan, make friends, and yeah, you'll fit in great and love it. Logan C, hey boys, will my new Thai wife care if I use the new Ray-Bans to scope out my potential second wife?
As long as you don't mind getting hit upside the head with a frying pan, no.
She might not know that that's what's happening. So, until she does, you'll be okay. But,
The only thing is with the Ray-Bans that I have, they got the camera right here. On the other side, when I got the camera activated, there's a light. So
Goes
people
on.
know that I'm recording.
Honey, why is that light going on and off all the time? You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Must be faulty, honey. Must be faulty.
I'm waiting for a newer model to come out where you can cancel the light so people don't know you're recording.
You only need really one wife here in this country.
Yeah.
For most of us.
Hmm.
Okay. That's my advice.
Yeah.
Robert Nutt, there's Robert. Good morning, CBD. Thanks for all the info y'all are sharing. Y'all padding my bank account. Oh,
And
he's
thank
happy.
you, Robert.
Robert was at Route 66 with us. Yeah.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And
Enjoyed a
that's
good
why
meal.
we have Money Matters Monday for retirees that want to build their portfolios up and build their retirement monthly income. We talk about all that on Mondays.
Yep. And come to the meet and greets, guys. You'll network with people there. You know, Monday mornings, we go to Route 66 on the dark side. You'll network with people there. Yeah, so there's opportunities weekly or monthly to, you know, meet other similar people in a similar situation and network. And they're all good heads, I'll call them. Yeah. Coop, Jalek says, Coop, how much was the Nintendo Switch 2? I'm itching to get one, but I have to move to Thailand first.
22,000 baht.
$660.
Roughly. But that was with the game as well, the Mario Kart World, it's called. And so to me, good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. Yeah.
Especially when you're a gamer. Ford Dog, good morning, Mr. Coop, Ms. Schneider, and all in the chat. Thanks for my daily Land of Smiles fix.
You're very welcome, Mr. Ford. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
You get up in the mornings here, guys. You walk out on your balcony if you have one, and you look around and say, another day in paradise.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I love it.
Robert Nutt says, this may be a dumb question. There's no dumb questions, Robert. Can I buy Misty with Thai money, baht?
No. You can only buy it with US dollars.
In a roundabout way, Robert, you have to convert it to US dollars.
Or they'll convert it and give you...
Or they'll convert it for you. But, yeah, I don't know of any platforms. I mean, when you buy US stocks, you got to pay in US dollars. You know, it's like if you're buying something on the Canadian stock exchange, you got to pay in Canadian dollars. You know, there'll be conversions obviously done probably by the bank or the platform, but you're better to do it yourself and not let them do it. You might just get boned. Yeah. Mark Schaefer, hi, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. How long does it take to get to Bangkok from Jomtien?
Depending on time of day, okay, Mark, but it's generally between an hour and a half and 2 hours, depending on time of day that you go.
Cooper's driving. I'm just sitting in the
cockpit,
co-pilot
seat. Yeah.
But I would say even yesterday, and, you know, we obviously left trying to avoid rush hour. And I think we were pulling into Bangkok, 10:30?
Yeah. We left at 9.
And there's still traffic, guys. You know, like I said to Coop on the way home, I says, my God, if you lived here and had a vehicle, you'd be spending half your day in traffic. You know, who'd want that? So, but yeah, anyways, it's people that love a big city. I think it was Vincent. He's from New York City. He thinks he's going to like Bangkok. He probably will. Because if you're used to a big city, Bangkok's got everything.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's just, and they got pretty good transit, I think.
Oh,
if you're not driving a car.
The MRT is fantastic.
But if you're not I'm not a big city guy, so I couldn't. We left yesterday. I said to Coop, well, nice place to visit, maybe twice a year for a guy like me, but I ain't going to live there ever, you know.
Yeah.
So each to his own. Nomad Jack, good morning, CBD gang.
Good morning, Jack. And thank you for being a channel member, too. Much appreciated.
Alfa Romeo, there's a guy that name rings a bell.
I think he's only about 4 weeks out now.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Gents, did you try any exotic Chinese cuisine in Chinatown? Great eats.
Darlene did. Darlene did. I didn't. I just had what we had at the restaurant, which was, oh my God, it was so good.
I think we all did probably dishes I did. I hadn't done before. Jackie did, you know, and they were good. They were, quite good. Mine had this barbecued pork, but it was like a pastry covering it, you know, and I had it steamed. It was damn good.
I had it fried and it was good too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You had, and then Darlene had a couple different dishes, you know. Yeah. So
Yeah, and then Dennis and Marcel joined us, and he was like, "Yeah, Coop, this is some good food." He's a picky eater, Dennis. He'll tell you to your face. He said, "I don't like eating this. I don't like eating that." But
Everybody liked the meals.
everybody loved that meal yesterday, except for Mei Mei, our resident Chinese.
Okay.
I said to her, I said, "Mei Mei, how does this compare? I mean, you're Chinese, from Hong Kong. How does this compare?" Mediocre. It's good for Thailand.
Yeah.
But it's still better in China.
Well, sure. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
But to us, it was fantastic.
Yeah. Johnny Poulos, good to see you guys are doing some adventures to other places. Road trips are fun.
They are, and I love doing road trips.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Because, yeah, you can, jump on a plane and go to places. Me, I'd much rather travel by road when I can, because I think you see a lot more.
You're a truck driving man.
And I used to be a truck driver, yes, and that's no secret.
It's funny, Johnny, as you get older, like I am, probably because I've done a lot of traveling in my life. And you tend to get a little more set. Hey, I like my routines. I like the gym in the morning, coffee before the gym, coffee after the gym, go for a swim in the afternoon. You go to Bangkok like that yesterday, you don't do any of that. You know what I mean? So you're kind of out of that routine for the whole day, and that's okay, every now and then. But yeah, you just kind of every 6 months I should do that, because I leave Bangkok thinking, geez, I never want to live there again, or live there. But there's definitely enough to do to keep you interested. That we were at this mall, guys. It's the biggest mall in Thailand.
Over 9,000 shops.
Yeah, I mean, it is so huge. You just, Jesus, where's some seating and air conditioning? You know what I mean? That's what I was looking for after walking half the day. But yeah, no, it's fun.
You got your steps in, didn't you?
I did. Yeah. Yeah, so that's right. You did get your exercise.
And for those of you that have never been to Chinatown in Bangkok, it's located in an area called Bang Na. And I'll translate it for you. It basically means Canal Na. So Bang in Thai, translated to English, means canal. So it's located.
What's Na mean?
Na is the name of the canal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have names for canals out here. Yeah.
El Promeo, did anyone buy any Thai gold at the famous gold shops in Chinatown?
Nope.
No, but I tell you, I was watching that, Alpha, and you'd go buy several of them.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, this one shop, they were busy. So there was either a sale on, or that's the go-to shop. But I mean, we're talking, there was probably 15 people in there. It's just a regular store. The other ones, maybe one or two.
Yeah.
But that one, so there was something going on there. That's what I figured. Because they'll publish the gold prices before you go in the door, like the buy and the sell price. So I thought, yeah, that's interesting. But anyways, Scotty Caswell, hello to all.
Hello, Scotty.
Logan C, every time I watch you guys, I'm at work and daydreaming that I'm hanging with the boys.
You'll be here soon.
You'll be here soon, and we'll be having fun in the pool.
Yeah.
Richard Woolley, I would have kept it 100%.
The money.
100%.
Yeah, and he says, finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
Wouldn't have told anybody. Finders, keepers, losers.
What would you have done, Brooke? If you found it, would you have been the honest man and turn it into the police station?
Probably.
Yeah. And then you would have kicked yourself in the backside afterwards?
No. Hey, I have a belief in life. If you need more money, just go make it. So, but yeah, that's, everybody's situation is different. Maybe, I would think someone who desperately was in need of money has a better chance of keeping it. But it wasn't my money. You see what I mean? So you have to have that idea or philosophy. But no, I would have turned it in.
I would have too. And the reason I would have is because when I saw the pictures on the news, on Thai news about it, it looked like it could have been, from illicit games, i.e. drug cartels or something like that. And I would have been like, okay, yeah, this is tempting to take, but, I could be, the next thing that's inside the trash can, So I would have probably turned it into.
Yeah.
But it was just loose money just there, you know. I don't know. I might have been tempted to take it.
If we had found that together
Mhm.
and turned that in together,
Yeah.
we'd be superstars.
Yeah, we'll be all
The
over
Thai
Thai
media
news.
would have reported that foreigners find money and hand it in.
Stupid foreigners will be all over the Thai news. Yeah.
Yeah. And Richard says, finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
Yeah.
Okay, Robert Pierpont. I would not keep it unless I knew it had been there for 4 years.
Mm.
Otherwise, no way, especially if you are the cleaning person who would be able to be tracked down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's strange. I see, that's why I think whoever put it there is no longer
With us.
with us. Yes, let's say.
Yeah.
Brett in Alaska, talk about a 2-week millionaire.
Yeah, that's what they call the foreigners that come over here.
Yeah.
They come over with a bunch of money, and for 2 weeks they're a millionaire
Yes.
in Thai baht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Wheeler from Texas. FYI, on Wise, just keep a low balance. Mine got hacked last year
Ooh.
and only used it at a Bangkok bank ATM. Wow.
How does Wise get hacked?
Yeah, you'd wonder that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. When you're here, Chrissy, we'll talk. I want to talk to you about that. See what happened there.
Yeah, because you're an avid believer in Wise. I've never had a Wise card, but you've had one for many
Yeah,
years.
I mean, to log into the account, you gotta. I think mine's on a fingerprint.
Yeah.
You know, so Jesus, how would they access your account? But yeah, interesting.
Hmm.
I've never heard of anybody, you know.
Sorry to
having
hear
that
that.
issue. Lecture drums. Here's an off-the-wall question. Is it correct that corrective eye surgery is inexpensive there and excellent?
Yes.
And if that is the case, why haven't you guys had it done?
These are only reading glasses. Other than that, I'm absolutely fine. I just can't read the small print words that come up here on my computer screen. So I just use them for that everyday use. My eyes are fine. Just for reading small print.
My mom had it done, and she got 20/20 after it. She had glasses, which she didn't need glasses after that. So I'm thinking, oh shit, this is great. So I went and checked, and my eye doctor says, Brooke, that's for the opposite of what you have. I need these to read, but it's people that can't, and I can see great in the distance, not a problem. But that's where the eye surgery for me would help. If I couldn't see the distance,
right?
Okay. They said, Brooke, it doesn't work for you because it's not meant for that, you know, for reading. So yeah, that's why. Alfa Romeo, I would hope the cleaning lady received a reward for her honesty. Yeah, that would be hopeful.
Hopeful.
Yeah,
but I didn't hear anything about that.
I don't think they give a reward until they actually find the owner, or you know, and probably be up to the owner to do that. Now, whether they'll even find the owner of that money, good luck with that. Sir, why did you leave it there 4 years? You know, and it might have been in the storage unit. I don't know. Just my opinion. I believe here in Australia, if you had the money into the police, and if it cannot be linked to a crime, the fine becomes yours.
That is true in a lot of countries around the world.
I think so in Canada.
If you find something and you turn it into the police, and I think there's a time limit that if nobody claims it within a certain amount of time, a month, 6 months, whatever the case may be, they give it to the person that found it.
Yeah, I've heard that story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
many countries do that.
Would make sense. Yeah. Mike D, that would be about 15,000 USD per month. He's talking about his dividend payments if he invested it all into Misty.
Yeah,
that's a nice Misty dividend.
There you go.
Mikey D, Cooper Brooke, what do you think of Pratamac? Good place, pool villas? ?
Pratamac is a nice area. It's up on the hill, and it's right in the middle between Jomtien and Pattaya. I do have quite a few subscribers live up there. They tend to be the older buildings because that's where they built the first condos out here.
In condos.
Yep, the first condos that were built in Pratamac, not in Pattaya, not in Jomtien. They were built in Pratamac. And I can remember I was in Thailand when the first one was finished, and the Thais came out with a nickname and called it the Beverly Hills of Pattaya because it's the hill above Pattaya. and foreigners could legally buy them and own them. And, you know, it was the first time in history that foreigners are being able to buy and own any type of property. So that's where it came out with the nickname. And when they first built these ones, many, many years ago, 20 years ago, they were larger size, you know. So what we have now, a lot of people say, oh, those are shoe boxes. Well, the ones, if you go to Pratamac, they're 15, 20 years old, you're like, oh, okay, this is a penthouse in comparison to the shoe boxes that you see nowadays.
I don't think they have pool villas there, Mike.
They do. Very few far between
Okay.
housing estates there. But they do have some pool villas there.
Okay. Yeah. Majority would be condos.
Yes.
As far as people we know living out that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but nice area.
Yes. Robert Shell, good morning from Jumpton Beach, Cooper and Brooke. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Rob.
Mike D, yeah, I can't wait to meet you guys. I'm going to be talking to Brooke all right about Betamax. Oh, God, here we go. Joking, Brooke. You're a good man, brother. Well, Mikey, you are as well. Yeah. Mikey's in the misty. W Secrets. Okay. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, W. Thank you for coming on and joining us, brother.
Logan C. I was in Pattaya and jumped in March solo. Had a great time, but it would have been amazing to meet up with you guys. I probably would have met my wife through you boys.
Desperate to get married there, Logan. Slow down, buddy. Yeah. Enjoy yourself first. Get that out of your system. Get the midlife crisis out of your system, and then you'll meet a good woman.
Coop, what's Duke doing these days?
Same as Brooke. He's here on YouTube.
PC and Switch emulator is the way to go, Coop.
It is. I do like the new Nintendo Switch too. And the reason I like it is because you can use it on the TV through an HDMI cable, like the PlayStation or the Xbox, but then it's also portable. It has its own screen. So you can take it with you when you're sitting there at 3 hours at the airport waiting for your connecting flight or whatever. Or you get on the airplane and you're like, man, these movies are so freaking old, you know. It depends which airline you're with. They don't always update the movies on the planes, you know, and just sit there and play your game away, put your headphones on and do.
I'm not much into those systems, but I played my games on the iPad. So
yeah.
Whatever's on the iPad works for me. But you're definitely more tech savvy than I am. So
I love tech.
Yeah, and you got all the, gaming consoles to prove it.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, I will be the very first person in Thailand to buy the Optimus robot.
Oh, you will you?
I'm going to buy one. Well, there you go. Drop everything on the floor there, Brooke. Yeah, I'm going to buy one.
Okay.
If it's $20,000, it's $20,000.
You might be renting them.
I'm going to get one. It'll give Darlene a break. It'll do the dishes. Don't tell her I said this. She's in the gym, but may even be a better cook than her. That's it. I'm in big trouble.
Naughty
but
words.
Yeah, I'd love to have one. I think it'd be fantastic.
Well, I don't know. Where are you going to put them?
Just stand it in the spare bedroom.
Really?
Yeah.
They'll be watching you.
I got the remote.
You're like having a third wheel around all the time. Lakeshore Drums, will you tell us a little about those camera glasses and what model they are, please?
Yeah, they are Ray-Ban. And I've got them actually. Where I think Darlene's put them away. I did have them here. Oh no, she's put them away.
Okay.
Did have them in the case
Maybe
here.
For next time.
Don't know where she's put them. But yeah, they're very good camera glasses. The only thing I didn't like about them, Blakester, is they will only record for 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. Well, that's no good, because when I go out and make videos or something like that, I'm recording for like an hour. There is a workaround, though, with them that they're called the Wayfarer 2, if you want the name of them. They're called the Wayfarer 2 glasses. And the workaround is that you create a dummy Facebook account, live stream it to the Facebook account. The Facebook will save it, and then you download it from the fake Facebook account, and you can then edit it and incorporate it into a YouTube video. Because for us, you know, if I'm going out driving in the car or going out on the motorbike, I thought I would be able to, you know, make videos with it, you know, and I didn't need to have a helmet camera then, you know, and you could see where I'm looking when I'm driving and stuff. And I thought it would be fantastic. But with the 30-second record, not too happy about that. I haven't set up a dummy Facebook account, but I'm going to try that avenue in the coming weeks or months and see how that works. Because I think it'd be fantastic. The only thing I don't like is that light that comes up on the side when you're recording. Everybody knows then you're wearing camera glasses.
Oh.
Some people said what they've done is they take a bit of black tape and they cut it to the circle the size of the light, so that way people can't see the light. Yeah, because for example, I like going into casinos, and I like having a little play on the, you know, slot machines. A lot of casinos won't let you record in the casinos, which is fair enough. You know, because of privacy. People in their gambling, they, you know, they don't want it out on YouTube or anywhere else, you know, that they're in their gambling. Maybe some of their family members or partners will be upset, you know, so I can understand that. But me, I just want to film only the slot machine that I'm playing, you know. So when I get a jackpot or something like that, I can pop it up on YouTube or something. And some Vegas casinos will allow it. A lot of cruise ship casinos won't. You'll see them there in Vegas. They got their tripods and they got the camera just focused only on the slot machine. Out here in Asia, they won't even let you do that. So the Wayfarer glasses would be a way of doing it, which is one of the reasons I bought them.
I have absolutely no interest in that at all.
You're not into tech, are you?
Well, yeah, I like my iPads
Mhm.
and my iPhones.
Yeah.
But it's a little complicated at my stage for this download and upload another YouTube account, and you know, it's a toy, okay, and toys for boys. So not for me, but oh well. Logan C, we need a Google Maps location for the places you love to eat.
Yeah.
Route 66 is on the Google Maps.
Yeah, we put them on our Facebook group there, Logan. So if you're not yet, everybody that's subscribed to our YouTube channel is welcome to join our Facebook group. It's there in the banner down below. It's called Coopersthaiadventure Community. Darlene will often take pictures of us going out as groups and then pin the location so you guys can see where we've been.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to go and try it too.
That taco house is good. Everyone we've taken there's loved it.
Fantastic,
yeah.
Authentic
That's on
Mexican
the dark side.
Food. Yeah.
I like the coffee at this Branch Coffee, so you know that's on Jompton Beach Road, so that's good. I'm sure you have some places you regularly.
Oh yeah, lots.
So yeah, that's the Facebook group page probably has a lot of options and you know information on you know where other people like to go.
Oh, some fantastic places to eat out here.
What's Duke doing these days? Just check it out on the Ray-Ban site under Ray-Ban Meta. I got a pair the other year. Battery life is meh.
Yeah.
Waiting for their AI translator to support Thai. Now that would be interesting.
Yeah.
You can get a translator on that.
Well, the Wayfarer 3s aren't far from coming out. And that's supposed to be a big markup from the Wayfarer 2. So I'll be looking to see what's the difference between them. And if they're better, then I'll upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technology,
but it all depends on how much better they are.
That idea about the translations, boy, that would be a godsend here. If you and they probably have something already. I just haven't put it in your ears, and as they're speaking Thai,
translator buds.
It's translating to English. You know,
they contacted me. It's a company in Japan that makes them. And they contacted me, I don't know, 6-9 months ago, sent me an email on our Coopersthaiadventure email and said they would wanted to give me a free pair and try it and give an honest review and put it on YouTube. But I declined it. Yeah.
Too bad.
Because maybe my honest review wouldn't have been a very good review because I don't BS, you know. If I think something's crap, I'll tell it, you know, and I may get sued for it. I was like, oh no, I don't want to go down that road.
HD Boston. Hi, CBD and gang. Book 5 weeks, Jomtien, followed by 5 weeks, Wangamad. See you all in 6 weeks. Okay, well he's got
not
10,
long, Stephen.
10 weeks, 2.5 months. Nice.
Yeah,
like
you'll have a nice long vacation. It'd be great to meet you in person. And thank you for being a channel member with the badge next to your name.
Chris Wheeler, Klong equals canal.
Yep, there's 2 words for canal, and Klong is 1. But Klong is a narrow canal. Okay, it's almost like a brook or a stream, but they still call it a canal. For example, the Thai word for hill and mountain is exactly the same. They don't differentiate between. Trying to say that with implants. Yeah, it's not easy. They don't differentiate between sizes. To them, it's both mountains. Hill and mountain are both exactly the same. But canal, for big canal, and then you have the small canal, which is almost like a brook or a stream, we'd call it in the West, is called Klong.
Klong. Oh, wow. Yeah. Learn some Thai every day.
Yeah.
Logan C says, you find 12 million baht and your flight is in a few days to go home. What do you do? I can't show the 12 million baht down my pants and hop on the flight and put that much in the bank. Someone's going to ask a question.
Exactly.
You'll be the next guy hiding that 12 million until you come back.
Maybe you'd be getting on a freighter ship.
Yeah,
Say, okay, hide me in your dungeon.
Mike D, I would have been an honest man. I would have given all 100,000 back.
300,000, Mike. Yeah, is what it equates to in U.S. dollars.
Mikey's explaining what he would have done.
Oh, 100,000 back.
I found this.
I found this 100,000.
Yeah. That's a good one, Mike.
That's a good one, Mike. Yeah, okay, I caught you.
Rick Mode, good morning to all. FYI, my last 2 Wise transaction fees were 4,200 you sent over. It was 31 bucks, and 2,000 it was 17. I hope this is informative. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I look at that, guys, anything under 1% to me is a good value. You know, I'm talking the exchange and throwing everything over and getting the job done. So you're what are you 0.75 on the 42 and 0.85. So they're both less than 1% is my point. Because when I did my comparisons, there was several that were over 1%, 1.5% even. Like that's too much to transfer money, and do your exchange and that. So yeah. So yeah, I think Wise is good, guys. A lot of people do. What's Duke doing these days? Give away the money to poor people. That way you won't be cursed. Yeah, that's
give it away.
Okay. Charities. Jay Washington, good morning, CBD. Hitting the road after the live stream, heading to Pattaya.
Wow, he's in Bangkok. He's going to be hitting the road coming down here. It's going to be good to see you in person finally, Jay.
Elvia Abroad, take a 15% finder's fee, turn the rest in. There you go. There's different options. Terry Fallon from Bangkok. Hello, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. It was a beautiful day here in Bangkok. Hardly any bugs and lots of sunshine.
There you go.
Yeah, they get black flies up there the size of helicopters. That's
size of helicopters.
He's finally got a good one. Good for you, Terry.
Beautiful day.
Terry Fallon, hey, Coop, how's the drone flying skills coming along?
Not as good as I'd like them to be. Now, I did speak to Brownie yesterday, who joined us going to Bangkok. And he's been flying drones for many, many years.
Yeah. Hundreds of flights, he said.
Hundreds of flights he's done with it. And I am a absolute novice. I'll be honest, if I suck at something, I'll tell you. And drone flying is one of them. And I said, hey, Brownie, how about some lessons? He said, sure, no problem. We'll go out and fly the drones together and I'll give you some basic lessons, He said, but it takes a long time to get proficient at them.
The more you practice, the better you get. Yeah. Johnny Poulos, with all the CCTV cameras around, you think someone would come back looking for the 12 million baht. And if they find you with it, good night, Charlie.
That's what I would be thinking. Exactly.
And, and obviously the maid wouldn't have known that it's been there 4 years.
Right.
I guess when the police were able to ascertain however, they said it was about a 4-year, it had been taken out of the bank, I guess. So, and I think they were able to track that through the notes, like the serial numbers. You know,
Mm.
there is serial numbers. They were able to track it somehow.
Yeah.
And then they went on to say in the report that they were currently looking at fingerprints.
Mm.
So, Jesus, who knows? I mean, they're advanced.
Yeah. DNA, fingerprints, all
Logan
that.
says, have you seen the new handheld Xbox console coming out?
No, I haven't. But here's the thing, Logan. I've had my Xbox now since it was launched, the Xbox X. And I played it in Kuwait. I played it in the Philippines. Can't play it in Thailand, though. And the reason is because there's no server in Thailand.
Oh.
There's PlayStation server. There's Nintendo server. But there's no Xbox server.
That seems odd.
You cannot buy an Xbox in Thailand for love or money. No stores sell them.
Wow.
So I don't know what's going on with Microsoft. They do have servers in the Philippines and other parts of Asia.
Yeah, because it worked there.
It worked there fine. But there's no server for PlayStation in the Philippines, for example. So I was playing the Xbox more than I was the PlayStation in the Philippines. But coming out to Thailand, it's the other way around. I tried to get around that with the VPN, but Microsoft has now made it harder. So I got my brother to go to GameStop in the US, and I sent him over some money, and I said, hey, get me $300 with Xbox Ultimate, it's called. And that way you can play online for a year. You know, you just scratch off the code and put it in there. Then what it does, it asks you for a credit card with an address. So I put in my credit card and my address. Credit card and address doesn't match up because I'm not in the USA. I put my credit card in. Try to put my USAA credit card in, which I have with my military bank, which is in Texas. But again, the address is here in Thailand. Yeah. Would not accept it. It has to be a credit card and a US address as well
to match.
So couldn't do it. So my brother said, no problem, you can borrow my credit card number. You know, and
then the name don't match.
Yeah. So it was like my Xbox, I'm probably just going to give it away to somebody that's coming here on vacation and going back to the States. Here you go. Here's a free Xbox. You can fricking have it. I'm pissed off with Xbox.
Send it to the Philippines. You can use it over there.
Or give it to the kids in the Philippines.
Yeah, that would be better.
Yeah, because I'm pissed off.
Anyway, stay tuned to Cooper's Thai Adventures for the latest gaming news, guys. El Promeo says, I would have turned in the 11.9 million baht, invite the Coopersville gang to El Gaucho dinner, and have a 24-hour Le Mans go-kart endurance challenge.
Oh, that would have been a heck of a challenge
racing
there, yes.
With Alpha in the lead.
And I have a shout out to give. We have a new monthly supporter on Buy Me a Coffee, Mr. Robert Nutt, for $5 a month. Thank you very much, Robert Nutt. And he says, I hope I'm doing this right. Thank you, guys. And you are. And thank you so much for that. Much, much appreciated.
Robert has some Texas humor, I believe he calls it. Logan says that's 12 million baht could get me that condo at the Copacabana with the pool attached.
You're right. It could. It could get you the one-bedroom pool villa condo. They call it pool villa condo. Why, I don't know, but that's the name of it. And it's got its own private pool on the balcony. Yeah. Could have some parties there. Oh boy. If I was there, I'd want to be single.
I wouldn't let Darlene hear that.
That's why Darlene will never let me buy it. You're married, son.
Up Romeo, the event would be sponsored by Chang and Leo.
And Jack Daniels. It's got to have Jack in there.
Malcolm loves his Jack Daniels. Jeff Trio. Hi, guys. Big Gamer PS5. Coop, how much are they over there? And where do you get the console from?
Okay, the PS5 you can buy here all day long. And there are several shops in the malls that sell them. Okay. So if you go to Festival Mall and you go up to, let me think, what is it? On the 4th floor, I believe it is, 3rd or 4th floor. You have gaming shops there that sell the PS5. Not a problem. You'll find them. There's like 5 shops in there that sell them. and they're all pretty much about the same price. They even have the PlayStation 5 Pro that's available to buy there, and they have all the CDs. So if you want the disc version,
Be a similar price to the West.
it's very similar price,
Yeah.
not much difference in it either way, but they're all available here.
That's good.
And what I love is with my PlayStation, I have a monthly account with them, so I can play all my games free online. I don't have to go out and buy the actual discs anymore.
Yeah, like I'm an Appleonian, so I like Apple, and although they're getting damn expensive on their phones.
Yeah.
But I bought an iPad there, what, a couple months ago at the festival mall. They don't say Apple Store on it, but that's all they sell was Apple, you know. And yeah, and it was the same price as it would have been in the States, so I didn't get, you know, boned or anything.
No.
I figured,
No.
Cheap, 300 and some bucks for a brand new iPad, you know, the basic version. So
Not bad.
good deal. Terry Fallon from Bancroft. Hello, hey Alpha, won't be long and you'll be back in the land of smiles.
Yeah, he's only a month out.
Enjoying life with the food munchkin. Juan in Florida, I wonder. Good morning, guys. The wife and I leave Florida Saturday for a jaunt-in vacation.
Wow.
We look forward to meeting you guys at the meet and greet. Oh, yeah, we'll be there.
It'll be the 4th Tuesday of this month at 6 p.m. at Fraser's. You want to check the date?
Yeah,
there,
I'll check
Mr.
that while you're
and we'll let you know the exact date. I did get a message from Gary yesterday. I haven't replied yet.
4th Tuesday is the 24th of June.
24th of June.
Yeah.
There you go.
4th Tuesday, 24th of June will be at 6 p.m.
at
Fraser's on just up from 2nd Road there.
Yeah. And Gary is the British guy that owns it. Very nice guy.
Oh, good. Yeah.
He we're able to reserve pretty much the whole place for our meet and greet.
Yeah.
Food's great. Aircon, so you're not going to be in the heat. There is a balcony area for those that want to be out on the balcony and smoke. You can smoke out on the balcony. It's non-smoking inside, which is great for all the non-smokers.
Great way to meet people, network. I'd say it's about a 50-50 mix between regulars who come every month and new people. So there's always newbies coming, and but everybody's smiling.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's happy to be in Thailand and loving life. So Terry Fallon, hey Alpha, won't be long and you'll be back. Yeah, in the land of smiles. Good on you. Alpha says, hey Terry, I'm looking forward to meeting you and all the new subs. Good times with great people.
It is fantastic time.
Jay Washington, Coop, I'm in the market for a new drone.
Okay.
Is there a place in Pattaya, or would I need to get it in Bangkok?
No, there's several places here in Pattaya, JE. I bought my drone at the Big Camera in Festival Mall. But since Big Camera's opened up, since I bought it, they've actually opened up a DJI store 2 shops down from Big Camera.
Oh, okay.
So they're fantastic, but just beware, JE, that you do need to, when you buy the drone, you need to get a drone license and insurance, and the shop can do it for you. Don't walk out of the store until they've done that for you. They'll download the DJI app on your cell phone. They'll get it all started. They'll add you on the Line app, and then they'll do the insurance and the license for you. You don't have to do any tests or anything, and the insurance is for 1 million baht in case the drone crashes from the sky and hits a car windshield or something like that, or pedestrian or whatever. That's what the insurance is for. Drones are so much better now that they will, before the battery dies, it will land itself. It won't let you crash.
Nice.
So, but when drones first came out, you could, the battery would die in mid-flight. Next thing you know, you got
better all the time.
You got something coming down, hitting somebody in the head, Nowadays, they have sensors all built in all around them, and they're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And they won't let you hit a tree or a bird or anything. They'll fly in the opposite direction. So very environmentally friendly in that respect. And yes, you can buy them. There is a DJI shop in Festival Mall, and then there's Big Camera 2 shops, 2 doors down, and they have all the different model ones, from the one I have, which is the DJI Mini 3 Pro. It's about that big. To the real big ones, that would almost carry a person. We've seen them as well.
Yeah, good to know. Terry Fallon, sounds great, Alpha. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be meeting up. I'll be abroad. Have you tried the new chili dog place with a 50s theme in Jomtien? Seen another YouTuber that tried it and liked it.
No, I don't even know about that one.
No, chili dog.
I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
I do like chili dogs.
Be interesting.
Yeah. We do have a hot dog place there, Alvy, and it's at Rumpole Market, right opposite Kiss Bar. And it is to die for. They have the jumbo hot dogs there, and they fry them, and then they put them on the grill afterwards, and they are to die for. She does the
fried onions.
With fried onions.
Smothered in fried onions. Ooh, it's good.
One is not enough, and two is too many, what we call. But yeah, they are super to die for and very, very tasty.
Yep. No, that's good. Mike D, Brooke or Coop, have you been thinking and considering Palti lately, or sticking with Misty and Tesley?
I look at all of them. I do, Mike, and I weigh it up, and I'm waiting to see what their dividend payment's going to be this month, and then I will go from there. I know last month they had a $7 payment. I want to see what it's going to be this month and compare it. I like to do a run out and sort of look at from inception. What was the stock price? What was the NAV premium? And all that. And then I weigh it up, and I give it about a year because I want to see a year's performance before I make my mind up to jump into anything.
I don't, I mean, I looked at Palti, but I don't, no, it's not for me. Mainly because I know and understand MicroStrategy completely. So therefore, Misty to me is okay. And I know and understand Tesla. So for me, Tesla is okay. In fact, I bought Tesla, as I mentioned.
Yes, yeah.
Took my premium from Misty and put it into Tesla. And the only reason is the day I had the money there, which was early. It came on Saturday. So Monday is when I bought. What's today? Right. Wednesday. Yeah. So Monday I bought. I put a limit order in on Tesla, and the only reason was the pre-market Misty was going up.
Yeah.
20, 30, 40 cents, whatever. And Tesla was going down.
Good time to swap.
Good time. It was going down from 805, I believe. And I put a limit order in at 781, and it got filled during the night.
There you go.
While I was sleeping. So I was happy about that. Yeah. Robert Nutt, just checking to see if I did the monthly thingy right.
You did. Thank you very much, Robert.
Robert.
Much appreciated.
Roberto. Johnny Poulos, robot would be good. No cooking, no cleaning. And if it has a mute button, perfect.
One thing I've never seen about the robot, Johnny. Can it talk?
They'll have that obviously incorporated.
Because I haven't seen that functionality of it yet. I can see what it does.
That won't be hard to incorporate.
That it must have a microphone in it to pick up your commands when you tell it what to do. But then it should be able to reply too.
Yeah, I don't.
And they're saying that they're going to have, I think, Grok 3 installed on it.
Yeah.
So it should be able to answer your daily questions. You'll be able to ask it, hey, what happened in the stock market last night? Because in Thailand, we're 12 hours difference between here and New York. So we're sleeping during the stock market time. You wake up in the morning, okay, give me the stock report. What happened last night on these 3 stocks? Which one outperformed the other? And it should be able to tell you.
Yeah, don't get too excited. It's probably going to be
what I want.
A few years, 2 to 5 years before you'll even see a home use one available. Mainly because the initial production, and we're talking millions, will go to industrial purposes. And,
I'm going to buy one. And I'm going to call it Mikey. Mikey.
Let's get Mikey.
Yeah, let's get Mikey. I'm going to say, hey, Mikey, go wash the car.
Yeah, as long as you don't call it Brooke. Okay.
Ooh, that is an idea.
Oh, no.
Hey, Brooke.
Get your ass over here.
Clean my shoes.
Next, please. Freddie Quinn. Greetings, CBD. Brooke, your currency conversion mathematical skills are very impressive. What was your major in college? Basket weaving. No, I'm only kidding. No, I did a business and economics course at the University of Guelph in Ontario. I like that school. Lived with the grandparents on the farm. And then I I enjoyed school at that time. So I went to York University for an MBA, and that was in finance and accounting. So that was it.
I went to San Bernardino Technical College and got an associate's degree in telecommunication and engineering.
Well done. I never knew that about you. Learned something new at these Cooper's Thai Adventures.
I do. Still got it.
Mike D. Coop, didn't you say they have a 2-bedroom with a pool at the Copa?
They do. They have a 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom. And the new Copacabana 2, which is going to be called Coral Reef, is going up right outside my balcony window. I can see it. It's only like 200 yards away from our balcony. And that one's got a 1- and 2-bedroom as well. And also a 3-bedroom private pool villa. So fantastic.
They're building here, guys.
And they're building that super fast.
Yeah. So don't worry about finding places in this area. Yep. Scotty Richmond from California. Oh, he's in Vegas now. Greetings from Las Vegas. Celebrating retirement with a few Cirque du Soleil shows. Okay, so he must have taken a trip over, enjoying the nightlife. Tonight will be the 3rd in a row. Outstanding entertainment. Yep.
I do like the casinos in Vegas. I love the shows. I miss them. And that's why I'm super excited about the casinos opening here in Thailand. Okay. Because they want to do it LA style with the shows.
They'll have
Las Vegas style with the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I had 3 trips to Vegas. And the big thing that really amazed me, you could go to a top performer every night.
Yes.
A different one.
Yeah.
And you could have 5 shows in a row of guys, maybe they see them in your home country once a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was amazing. You didn't pay for it, but hey, so everyone should try it at least once.
Yeah. And Brownie told me Guns N' Roses are doing a concert in Bangkok next week.
Yeah. Forget that. I wouldn't. Some old timer trying to milk it for all he's worth. Yeah, forget it. Vincent says, hey guys, do you need to link your overseas bank account to Wise? I do.
I don't use Wise, Vincent. Brooke does.
Yeah, I do it, Vincent, and the rest of you, because it makes it easy for me to transfer money like same day. So I, Canadian bank account in Canada linked to my Wise account. And I just transfer over Canadian dollars. I've also got a US dollar account linked with Wise. And if when I have the funds that I want to put in, I can do that as well. So it works slick. Yeah.
I mean, for me, I don't need Wise. For example, Vincent, I had my same as Brooke on Friday, the Misty dividend payment. It didn't go into my IBKR account until Monday. So from Friday till Monday, it was 3 days later that it went in. And Monday night, before I went to bed, I decided to send some dividend payment over this way into my Bangkok bank. I sent it from my IBKR on the app, transferred it over to my Bangkok bank account, and I went to bed. I woke up the next morning. I checked my my Bangkok bank account. It was in there. So it was quicker for me to send it from my brokerage account to my Thai bank account than it was for Misty Yield Max to send it to my brokerage account. 3 days it took for them, whereas I could transfer the money straight to Thailand in the space of 8 hours while I was sleeping.
You need a way to fund your Wise account, Vincent. So that's, you need to find a way to fund it. And for me, the simplest was just to attach my, Canadian bank account to it.
And we have a shout out to give to Scotty Richmond. God bless you, brother. Sends us 3 coffees and says, thank you for another great live stream. Thank you, Scotty. Much appreciated. And if you're wondering how he did it, right here, that QR code, that is our Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to. It's entirely up to you. We don't ask for it. Never have, never will, but we put the option there if you guys want to give us a tip and say, hey, thank you. Much appreciated. You can buy us a coffee, only $5 each. So thank you, Scotty, and everybody else. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Scotty. Terry Fallon from Bancroft. JE, take a look at the Avada with FPV and hand controller. Amazing setup.
And I do like that one, Terry. I am actually impressed with it.
Is that a drone?
It's a drone, yes. Right. And they do have it here in Thailand. Now, my problem is I try and keep my eyes level on where the drone's going. But then it gets to the point where you can't see it. It's small. and then you have to rely on the controller and try and get your bearings from where you last saw it to where it is on the controller. I don't like that. But the new FPV drones, like the Avata 2, it comes with the goggles. So basically, you never have to go like this, while you're flying. You're just seeing it bird's eye view, and
Nice.
I like that.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
So I'm thinking that that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upgrade to the Avata 2 because I think it's a fantastic drone.
Wait for another Misty payment.
Yep, next month.
Glacier Drones, not sure your drone needs, but check out the DJI Avata 2.
Yeah, that's a fantastic drone.
Vincent, hey guys, what is your typical monthly electric and water bills?
My typical electric water bill is, I'm in a 2-bedroom, is 3,000 baht a month. So say
combined, that's for both.
What do you mean for both?
3,000. That's
no electric.
Oh, just electric.
My normal electricity bill is 3,000 baht a month, $100.
Yeah,
that's it, and I never turn it off. Our aircon runs 24/7. I never ever turn it off, unless we're going on the cruise ship.
Yeah,
if we're going on vacation or we're going out of town for a few days, yes, I will turn it off. But if we're coming back to the house later on in the evening, I'll leave it on.
And that's your average, you find?
Yep, average 3,000.
What about your water bill?
Water bill, our last bill was 600 baht, so $18.
Yeah. My water bill.
So all told, 120.
My highest has been 600 on the water. I think my lowest was probably 4 and change. So this month was 480. Well, I'd say that's my average.
Yeah. Now, 600, we did have the kids with us over here last month. So they were using double the amount of water and electricity. Because they were using the aircon in their bedroom too. So, yeah.
My electric average is about 23, and I'm in a 2-bedroom, similar to yours. A little different layout, but and we do leave an aircon on all day. Now, for example, yesterday I went to Bangkok. I turned it up to like 27. I mean, just say it'll be slightly cooler when you come in. That's nice. If you leave it at 23, which we have it on at night, it's too damn cold when you walk in, so, and our bills would average around 2,300. I've had the low of 21, and I think a high was 25 and change, which what the hell, but no, 23 is a good average. So that's 69 US.
$70, yeah.
$70, and your water bill is like 13. Like, hello, it's cheap here, guys.
And me, I never turn mine off. So to pay $30 extra for keeping it on all the time,
you'll pay.
And when you go, I'm more than willing to pay it, because when I go outside and it's hot as hell, the last thing I want to do is come back in my condo and it's even hotter than it is outside. Then you got to wait about 45 minutes before the room cools down enough that it's acceptable to you. I don't want that. I'd rather come inside and it's like, nice, I feel the coolness of walking in. And the reason our water bill is like 600 baht is Darlene doesn't like the smell of dirty laundry.
No.
So whenever we take our clothes off, to go to bed, and we put them in the laundry hamper, next morning she's putting them in the wash machine.
Yeah.
We
don't waste
water. Because water's so cheap here.
It is. We don't waste it, but then we don't suffer.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to take 2-3 showers a day, you do it.
Yeah.
As far as electric goes, we're not, and I mean, there is people, they'll make sure there's no aircon on when they're not there. Even at night, they'll try fans or maybe aircon for an hour.
Because they're used to the big bills in the West where you're paying $500-600 a month.
Yeah, you don't have that here.
You don't have it here.
But yeah, so everyone will be slightly different, but the key is it's way less in the West, way less. Yeah. So it won't be a hardship on you, put it that way. Now, one last thing I'll say on that, guys, make sure that where you move in, that you ask, is it government rate?
Yes.
You want to make sure you have that, and the answer better be yes. And then I'd even get them to show you a bill to make sure the rate is government rate.
Because it says government.
Yeah, because,
and it's got the government stamp on the bill.
Otherwise, it could be double.
Yes.
What you were told is my point. Jay Washington, hey tubers, I'm taking applications for a go-kart pit crew chief, C Alpha. Need to prep for Alpha's return. Yeah.
And the reason Alpha keeps winning, JE, by the way, is because he's very small and light. and we're bigger and heavier, and therefore when we go around corners and we have to slow down, it takes us that 2 seconds longer to build up to speed because he's so light. He's just go straight around.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's why he wins.
I think the other thing that helps Alpha is he does a lot of research.
Hmm.
Like he's got the maps of the layout of the track. He knows where the corners. He does a lot of practicing, and then he's got a whole team supporting him. Like they're telling him how to train for it and do that. So
Yeah.
Meaning the food munchkin. Terry Fallon, what's the price on one of those dogs at Rompo Market? 80 baht.
80 baht.
Yeah.
So the
Cheapest chips.
$2.50 thereabouts.
Yeah. Cheapest chips.
Yeah. And they no about $2.20 actually. Yeah. And they are very, very good.
But
they're jumbo hot dogs.
They're jumbos, man.
They're not the skinny hot dogs. They're the extra thick ones.
It's like 10.
Yeah.
And it's a jumbo. Robert Pierpont, 20K for the robot. That's like the Cybertruck was originally supposed to be about 40, but it ended up being closer to 100. That robot will probably be 50K US or more.
Even if it is, I'll still buy it.
I don't think it will be, Robert. But listen, honestly, I don't think you'll be able to buy them. Elon ain't no dummy. He'll rent those out. You'll pay a monthly fee. But, so what if it's $200 a month? You'll pay it. And he's got a revolving income forever on millions of these. So look it out.
I'll lease mine out, Robert. I'll have Cooper's cleaning service for District Grand Park 2. And the robot be going down cleaning all the condos. There you go.
Knock on the door.
I'll get my money back somehow. Yeah.
Cleaning service.
Yeah, Cooper's cleaning service.
We'll see. Robert, the robot will likely have features you have to pay monthly subscriptions for. Want it to talk? That's $20 a month.
Maybe.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Oh, yeah, it's no dummy. But anyways, FJ, so many shuttered businesses these days in Pattaya and Jomtien. It's just low season, or is it something else afoot?
Low season. That's it. Some people that are expats out here, they'll open stores and shops and restaurants, and they only open them during the high season. During the low season, they're back in their home country. Yeah, we do see that quite often out here. But predominantly, I'd say 90% of everything's still open here.
Yeah, there's, obviously some shuttered ones, but it is low season, as Coop said. So there's automatically a substantially less people. And then the fact tourism is down. The Chinese are down a third, and they're the biggest, consumers of the tourism here, or users of it. But yeah, there's still the places we like and go to are still
running.
Yeah, they're still running. No issues there. And, like any businessman, you want to be smart with your business. So you should know you're coming into low, which means, less staff maybe needed. But yeah, it's fine. We're happy. Alfa Romeo, the test robotaxis are driving the streets in Austin as we speak.
Correct.
I think CNBC mentioned Tesla had 10 cars on the go already.
Yeah, and it's only 2 more days until the launch, Friday.
Tesla was up $17, I think, last night, or 14 or 17. Yeah,
it did very well.
Good run the last few days. So, Jack Bree, got my dividend on Wednesday from Steak. Thank heavens it finally came in. The Aussies.
Yeah, well, Aussies had a holiday. It was
Monday.
Monday. It was the King's birthday holiday.
Yeah.
So therefore they didn't get it on Monday. Yeah.
Hit that like button, guys. Make Darlene smile.
Yes, please.
Got to remember to say that once in a while. Terry Fallon, right on, Coop. The Avata 2 is like you're actually flying without the fear of crashing.
And that's what I want. I want to experience that part of drone, because the way I'm doing it right now, it's really not working for me. But they do have a place in Bangkok where you can test fly the drones before you buy them. And there's a technical mall in Bangkok, and you can go there and they have this room inside the shop. It's got netting in there, and you can go in there and fly the drone. The drone flies in there, and you put the goggles on. I tried it. It was great. I loved it. I was like, okay, I think this fixes a lot of the problems I'm having with flying a drone, because I can't get my bearings where I am. I'm struggling with that.
Yeah. Robert Nutt, if CBD's info has helped boost your bank account, become a monthly paid subscriber. It's
That,
got a point there.
that'd be great. Yeah, thank you.
We certainly wouldn't object to that, Robert.
Yeah.
Good advice.
We do enjoy our coffees, don't we?
We do enjoy our coffees,
Yeah.
but I think more so we enjoy the channel and helping the people.
I do.
And
making
guys,
new
listen,
friends.
one of the big things I believe in is that this information we put out hopefully is helpful. Pass that on. You know, you're maybe the next generation, you know, depending. Pass it on. You know, put the goodwill out there, and you know it'll come back to you.
Yeah, if you're really enjoying the channel and the information we're putting out, put it on your Facebook. You know, and say, hey, you know, these guys here, they're pretty good. You know, I follow them. You guys might want to watch them and consider, you know, moving to Thailand or learning about markets and how to make money in your retirement. We're not getting any younger. Take a look at their channel, and people have, and it's helped boost our subscribers.
Well, I know Malcolm, you know, has a trusted financial, call him guru in Australia.
Yeah,
grew up buddies. The guy's high up in the banking system. And Malcolm told me the story. He called his buddy and told him about Misty, that he was looking into it. And what did his buddy think? So he relies on him for advice.
Yeah.
And he says, I think I've heard of it. Let me check it out and get back to you. Well, he did. He's a good friend.
Right.
And a couple of days later, he says, Jesus, that sounds like a pretty damn good thing. So Malcolm got into it. But you better believe it. His buddy now is telling other clients, Australians, hey, have a look at this. So there's the good news you put out. You know, you help somebody, it travels. So, you know, and then we all win. So Kind One says, hi, how is everyone? We are great.
We are great, So Kind One. How you doing? Thank you for coming on and joining us.
And that's because we're in the land of smiles.
There you go.
Every day in paradise, right? Jay Washington, at Terry, I will have to look into the Avada too. Thanks.
That's the one I'm considering buying next.
Bingo.
That is my
What do you
favorite.
do with your old one?
I give it away.
Oh.
See, last year, for those that have been around with us for a while, what I do is the things that I acquire, the tech that I acquire and stuff like that. When I buy new tech, the old tech I like to give away to our subscribers. So what we did last year is on our very first year being on YouTube, we had a giveaway and a competition on a live stream, and we gave my old drone away. We gave free t-shirts away. The first 20 people that came to the meet and greet, we gave them t-shirts, the Coopersthaiadventure t-shirts. These ones here say hello tubers on them. We gave them away. And people like wearing them out here. Why? Because they'll be walking through the mall or walking in the town center, and somebody will be like, hey, you follow Cooper, so do I. And all of a sudden, you just made a new friend. It's a talking point. And they are anti-sweat, so they're absolutely great. They keep you cool. There's no sweat stains in them ever.
Cheapest chips here,
and they're cheapest chips. Yeah, $15 is what we pay each for these. So good steal, you know, and they'll make them up to any size. It don't matter if you're 10XL, they'll make them. It's still the same price where I get them from at the factory. And
they're good quality.
Very good quality.
I love them because they wick the moisture. You never I don't get sweaty and hot in them. You know?
It cools you down.
Yeah.
And the heat, which is absolutely great. And the Avada T2, that is definitely one drone that I'm seriously going to be looking into buying. I've watched plenty of YouTube videos on it and the stunts you can do with it, and I like it. Yeah.
Tim P, evening, folks. I am my usual late self to the stream, but I hope all is well your way.
It is, Tim. Yeah. Thank you for coming on and joining us, and thank you for being a channel member. And you too, Mike.
Every day in Thailand is a good day. Mike D, I was thinking about the Philippines a while ago. Yeah, a lot of us did. I cannot believe the amount you pay in electricity. It's getting worse.
5 times more expensive there than here.
Getting so expensive over there. I'm not sure how the heck they do it over there as far as the residents, right? All day event, just go to the bank. No thanks.
True. Yeah, the electricity over there is crazy. That is the problem with the Philippines, Mike, is the company that has the electricity over there is called Meralco. And they have the monopoly. There's no competition, so they can set the prices as high as they want. Nobody can do anything about it. Over here, there is competition, and the government sets the rate for for a lot of it. And then there's private companies that also have electricity as well, and they charge more. But here's one of the good things, Mike. If you move into a condo and they don't have government rate, you can go to the juristic office and say, I want a government meter installed. And they have to install it by Thai law. Once you request it, they have to install it at no expense to you. You don't get charged a penny, and they will come. It takes about a month. So you'll be paying the full rate for 1 month only. Then they'll come and put the meter in. It takes about 1 month. And then your bill will go down by half. So you can request it, and they have to abide by it. They can't say, "Oh, no, we can't do that," because then you can report them to the land office over here called the Ampere.
Yeah.
And you go to the Ampere and you say, "My condominium complex, the juristic office is refusing to put in a government meter," and they get in trouble.
Ooh,
they do
that.
Get in trouble. So if somebody tells you, "Oh, no, we can't do that," or "We don't do that," say, "Okay, fine. I'll just go to the Ampere," and all of a sudden they change very fast. Let me see, sir.
Yeah.
Is the reply you'll get, and they'll be like, "We'll make a couple phone calls. We'll let you know tomorrow," and they do it.
He's
because
right
they
there.
know once you know Thai law and that you can go to the Ampere and get them in trouble. Because who's in charge of the juristic office? Ampere. That is the county offices. They are the government offices. They oversee all of them. And if they're not abiding by the rules, well, that juristic office manager may find themselves out of a job.
I think Mike's point about an all-day event getting to the bank, like if you're opening an account or moving money, you can spend half a day there, maybe all the days, to try and get a job done. It's just very, very slow, let's say, quite intensive with paperwork still in the Philippines. Great people there. Everyone should go at least once to make their own decisions. But I find we prefer Thailand because everything works here.
Yeah.
And but everyone should make their own calls. J. Washington, tubers, I'm taking applications for. Oh, we've already had that. Alpha's return, prepping.
Racers, start your engine.
Yeah. Alpha, JE55, laughing out loud. Looking forward to meeting you in the land of smiles.
There you go.
JE says, noted, treat Alpha to ice cream smoothies daily.
Yeah, so he gains weight and we can beat him.
Philip Hunt, for info, single guy in a 1-bedroom, first month electric, 780 baht. That's a pretty good deal.
That is.
Water was only 80 baht, laughing compared to Australian bills. Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, his bill there, 780 baht, you're talking $25 a month.
Yeah, and I know Aussies are paying through the nose on their electric, and it's gone up.
Yeah, and water bill was $2 for the month, just over $2.
Single guy in a 1-bedroom. Bingo. I'll be abroad. Be cool if you had a Wi-Fi stat you could control with phone. Turn on the AC when you're heading home.
You
probably
can. You can. There are ACs out here that are made by like Samsung and LG, where you can download the app and you can turn it on and off while you're away from home. And what people have done, like Herman, is he went and bought the Siri smart home and put it into his condo, and he can control all that, the lights, the AC, the curtains, all from his app on his phone. So yeah, you can buy that stuff out here and put it in yourself. It's a plug that you plug into the AC, and you can turn it on and off with your app.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, Fallon, just to say, what a great bunch of people on your live stream every time. Pleasure to listen to you all.
And we're lucky. We are very lucky since we made this channel for subscribers only. We've got a lot of the bots off. We did have some insulting people come on, and, jealous people, that, just what I like to call armchair warriors, that have nothing better to do than go on in people's live streams and insult the people on there. And, we had to change it that way. And since we have, you see the results, folks. You see the results.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's free to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. I know YouTube puts the word subscribe there, and it scares a lot of the oldies away thinking, "Ooh, I ain't paying."
Is it free to hit that like button?
It's free to hit the like button, free to hit the subscribe button, free to join Facebook community as well. So it's all free.
Good.
What more can you ask for? When it's free, nobody has the right to complain.
Freddie Quinn, with the importance of AC due to the heat outside, how reliable is the power in Jomtien area? Fantastic.
Exactly.
Are generators needed? They have them. I don't think they need them.
No,
but,
we do have backup generators
Yeah.
here at the condos. But the only time the AC ever goes off is when they're servicing the generators. They'll turn off the power supply, and it's normally first thing in the morning about 6 o'clock for about 15 to 30 minutes. 6 to 6:30.
I must be sleeping because I haven't noticed it.
Yeah. And then it's back on, and they do that about once a month to service the generators. Make sure the electricity fails, you're going to have power.
At least where we are, Freddie, it's, I would say, 100% reliable. I don't have any issues with the power outages.
Brownouts, no.
Yeah. Now, compared to the Philippines, different story. Different story.
Brownouts weekly.
Yeah, and when it went out, you think, holy shit, how long is this going to last? Because it's going to get hot quick. In these, the window air conditioners weren't maybe cutting it. So
I remember our water went off. We didn't have water for over a week.
That was a long time.
It was a week went out. And I was like, wow, guess what, babe? I ain't going a week without a shower. We're going to check into a hotel, and that's it. We left and went and checked into a hotel. I wasn't going to have any of that.
Yeah.
And then the internet periodically going down for 2-3 days at a time. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare.
No issues here, Freddie. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Scotty Richmond, regarding cars, I saw a video of a guy taking this car in for a test. Is there testing required to your vehicle to get it registered? Is this a yearly event like in the States? You have to pay to register your car?
Okay.
You can speak to that.
Yeah. The way it works, Scotty, is when you buy a new car here in Thailand, you get the first 3 years free. So you don't have to get it tested every year. For the first 3 years, there's no tests. And then what happens is you have to take it for an annual test, and they check the exhaust emissions, make sure there's no jagged edges, and the tires are okay, and the seat belts work just like we got in the West. And you do pay for it, but it's pennies. It's like it's under 1,000 baht. It's under $30. I don't know the exact figure, but I know it's under 1,000 baht to get you car tested. And you just go to the DMV out here, and you see the testing stations there. You just go in, pull in, and they take a look underneath and around your car, and away you go. Yeah.
The only car thing I have, obviously I don't own a car, but I did get my driver's license, and it's now good for 5.5 years in my case. So Scotty, when you get your first license, and by the way, you'll need one for scooters if you have a scooter or want to get one, and you'll need one for cars. They're two different. Where in the West, Canada, you had one license, had both endorsements.
Yeah.
But you'll get it for 2 years. And I obviously used agents both times. This is my second trip. First year was first time 2 years, now 5. And I used an agent both times, had no issues at all.
Yeah.
So simple, easy. I think using the agent was about $180. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Well, hey, that's good for 5 years, $30 a year, $35 a year. So
yeah,
cheap as chips.
It's very, very, very cheap.
Phil L, my electric bill averages 1,300 baht a month, and water 300. Okay, for a 45 square meter. See, we're in about 65.
Yeah,
we have 3 units. Yeah. Probably he has 1. I turn the AC off whenever I leave, and only have to set it at 25. Yep, that's good. They all also have them clean twice a year. That's a smart idea.
For 1,000
baht a time. But yeah, that's money well spent.
I do. I have it cleaned twice a year.
Yeah, I do mine. Yeah, I do mine myself. When I think it needs it. Just actually Jackie does. And but I've had, when I renew once a year, I get the company Joe to do it.
I do.
Yeah,
same.
Kind of part of the renewal. Hellcat 2023. How much is a top of the line health insurance plan per month for expats? You guys do a great job. Thanks.
Depends on your age, Hellcat. For me, I'm 55. My insurance for the year with Pacific Cross. Oh God, I gotta remember. What did I pay for mine, Brooke?
I think you were around 200 a month, about 2,400 for the year.
Yeah, I think it was about 2,000 US a month.
No,
I mean, a year,
a
sorry.
year. So a little under 200
Yeah.
a month, and maybe about 175.
And I don't have the outpatient service because
Nobody
I don't think
needs it.
it's worth it. You're paying way too much for outpatient service when you know the average thing is not going to cost you more than $100 going into the emergency room here in Thailand. So you know, for any scrapes or things, if you have a scooter accident, you know you're looking about 1,000 to get cleaned up. You know, you're looking less than $100 to get cleaned up, get treated, seen by the doctors, the nurses, X-rays, medication to go home with.
Yeah.
You know, you're looking around about $100. So therefore, it doesn't make sense. I only got the inpatient one. So
Ditto.
if I have an accident or I, you know, I have a medical condition and I have to stay the night in hospital, then they pay it all. Yeah.
I was, I think, 70 at the time, and it was about 250 a month when you average it. Although I paid to get a little discount up front, but I had a 40,000 deductible, which in hindsight,
40,000 baht.
Baht, sorry, 40,000 baht, and that's not per incidence. If something had to happen, it was for the year. So that's the max you'd pay out of your pocket. Turns out I didn't even come close to that, so I didn't really need that. I don't know if I do a next, deductible again. But and you only need a 3 million baht policy, according to the broker. Good guy, we trust them. But a lot of people self-insure here, including myself now. So you still carry insurance?
I do.
Yeah.
And I have zero deductible on that as well, Hellcat. So $2,000 a year. You can pay it yearly, you can pay it monthly, you can pay it biannually. They'll do it either way for you, but if you pay it yearly, you get a 5% discount.
Yeah. Jack Bree, now just to finish on that, self-insure, I keep money set aside where I collect premiums, collect the interest, and it's there should I need it for, up to 5 million baht. Jack Bree, any Aussies use steak? Yep, lots of them. Use steak black? Haven't heard of black. It's a monthly extra at a price. Aussie $17 a month. I wonder what it does.
I don't know.
I've never heard of that, Jack.
We do have several people that use steak here.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
lots
know what
of them,
steak black
but I didn't
is.
know there was an option for steak black. And if it's 17 a month, I'm pretty sure with steak you don't. I mean, you'll have fees when you do this, transfer that possibly, but not 17 a month as a recurring charge. Put it that way. I'd be interested to hear what that gets you. Mike D, how hard was it first getting used to the heat?
Well, it takes a while. I mean, we came over at the worst time of year, didn't we? We came over the end of March, so almost the beginning of April, which is the hottest time of the year. But I say it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get climatized. So those that are coming over on a 2-week holiday, at the end of the holiday, they're climatized and they got to go back to the cold weather and they feel it even more, just as they're getting used to it. But yeah, it takes about 2 weeks. Pick your time of day to go out early morning, late afternoon, lunchtime, have a siesta, chill out at the pool.
Which I do.
One of the two, and that's the way we do it over here. And you'll find that you'll climatize to it very fast.
Yeah, I totally agree with Coop. Everyone would probably be slightly different. Maybe it's a month and a half, but actually, in my case, enjoy the warmth. No more snow for this boy. I love the warmth. Now, I don't necessarily stay in the sun. Like when I go swimming, I'm in the shade.
Yeah,
I will not go in the pool because you're going to get burnt. Right. So, and then you're on the scooter. You don't really notice it. It's nice breeze. Everything's fine. You stop at a stoplight, you're going to notice the damn heat, man. Oh, geez, it is getting hot. So, and then you learn when you're walking, you learn quick. You walk in the shade.
Yeah.
You walk in the shade. And so that's it. You just common sense. Yeah. But you get used to it. Alpha says, Coop, you have touched base with James during his bike trip to Laos and China. Have you?
No.
It looks like the boys are having a blast because I think James does post that.
He does on his page.
Yeah, and you see the route and all that and pictures. He's good that way. Great scenery and winding roads.
Yeah, I'm jealous. He's taking his motorbike to China.
Well, and what I read, he posted it. He says Laos roads were terrible. China, they were perfect.
Yeah.
So, there's a difference, eh? And I've heard the infrastructure is good in China.
Yeah.
Dennis L., there he is. I had a dream. I went to Bangkok last night, and on my way there and back, I was stuck behind this slow white SUV. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, because you didn't have enough speed to overtake them. That'd be me.
Yeah, these guys are, they got the phones hooked up the whole trip there, back.
We're talking,
and they're
busting on each other.
Oh, yeah.
Cracking jokes. We have a blast. Yeah.
Teasing each other.
Yeah.
LV abroad. What shocked me about the Philippines was the armed guards everywhere. 3 at the bank I went to.
Yeah. You don't see that here.
Well, no, but
got
immigration
there,
had
but
them.
not armed.
No, you don't see them not armed.
Yeah.
No. I mean, Jesus, the mall had the armed guard, at the crosswalk, calling people in. It looks like shotguns they had.
Yeah.
And the banks definitely had them.
Casinos
Immigration
too.
had them.
Yeah.
Well, casinos, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. Roger Carpenter, great live stream, guys. Pound that like button. Just smash it.
Yes, please. If you're watching on the live stream, hit the like button. It's free.
Got to be getting near the end soon.
We are.
Julie Perkins, Julie and Linda say hi.
Julie and Adrian, where have you been? I haven't seen you for such a long
Julie
time.
and Linda have been traveling.
I think they've been cruising. They like to go on their cruise ships too. So hello, Linda and Julie.
I'm sure Adrian's enjoying life.
Are you back in Thailand? Or are you on a cruise somewhere right now?
Saw the cruise ship in her little there.
Yeah.
Mike D. Coop, recently I got into an accident, have herniated discs. It hurts badly. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I'll need the physical therapy for years to come. I remember you said you had issues with your back. Do you go to physical therapy? And if so, where?
Pradamak Hill.
Okay.
Pradamak Hill, you introduced me to it. Great physiotherapist up there. I had to go there for my neck and my shoulder. And he was fantastic.
Chiropractor.
Yeah, he's a chiropractor, and he knows exactly what he's doing. Old boy, but he knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing, yeah.
And I walked out of there feeling like $1 million.
I've had several people mention that same thing. They're happy.
Yeah.
As far as physical therapy, I would think you could find nurses here, or if you needed in-home care, and it's going to be really reasonable.
Yeah.
So whether it's for helping stretch or, move the joints or, whatever. But yeah, things will be very affordable here.
And they have retirement homes all over the place out here. I know I only filmed one up for our channel from Banks Array. It's hard to get permission to film them. So it's sort of a taboo, let people come in and film them. But no, I was lucky. And when I got permission to film that one, they had a physiotherapist on site, and you could pay for day visits to go there just to use the physiotherapist.
Yeah.
So that might be another avenue there for you too, Mike.
And looking ahead down the road.
Yeah.
So I know in the West, Coop, I had my mom in a senior facility, and, they add up in the West. And boy, here they're a lot cheaper.
A hell of a lot.
And it's kind of fun because I find they're more interested in caring.
Yes.
In the West, it was kind of like, hey, you're just a number. You're in that room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like service maybe just wasn't,
Yeah. And for mine, Mike, it cost me $10 for the hour.
Bingo.
$10 for an hour with the chiropractor.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Yep. There'll be therapies here. Terry Fallon, guys, I know you'll wrap it up soon. Just wanted to say thank you and to Darlene for another great live stream. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care. Okay,
and you
Terry.
too. Thank you, Terry. We are getting close to the 2-hour mark, so we need to be wrapping this up.
Hellcat 2020 says recommendations for best Thai dating websites. I've heard Thai Friendly is fairly good. Well, you've heard more than me. I don't know.
A lot of people out here use the Tinder, the swipe left and swipe right.
Yeah, but that's kind of a
why pay to use a website? Is what I say.
Okay.
Yeah. You get a lot of scammers on them. So
just
watch
out
for
for
the swipe
scammers.
left, swipe right, and arrange to meet up in a public place.
There's enough. Okay, forget if you didn't say websites. You go to the malls. There's nice ladies. I mean, the legitimate massage things. There's nice. Sal met his lovely girl there. So it's maybe not something on the first or second visit you get together, but if there's lots of them around. So just be friendly. And, smile. Mexico Kurt, there he is. You guys are my idols. Thank you for all you do. I got sucked back into the matrix because I'm on disability. Going to the doctors and therapy for my back. Someday I'll get there. yeah, let's
we'll keep a door open for
stay
you.
positive, Mexico, Kurt, and eventually you will get here and things will get worked out. They always do. So, yep, you'll love it. Philip Hunt, today I'm going to the Thai blind massage for 90 minutes massage later today. $12 Australian. Isn't that cheap? Laughing again. Ooh, and relaxed. Oh, yeah.
$8 US.
Yeah. A lot of the subscribers, and I mean, a lot of them live here at Dusset, they go regularly, like weekly.
I know.
And, and I always remember Don says, I said, now, you always tip these? Oh, yeah. He says, in fact, I tell him, the more I scream, the bigger the tip. He had me howling with that one. But he meant it.
Oh, yeah.
He likes to get worked over.
Yeah.
Timmy P, another great stream, folks. See you all Saturday stream. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Thanks, too, Tim. Thank you for coming on.
Jack Bree, hey, we'll catch probably the best site, but still about 80% scammers, talking about the women.
Yeah.
Just research the women. Tats, lots of jewelry, good English means bargaining.
Yeah, bar girl.
Yeah, bar girl. Okay, yeah. Jack Bree, yeah. The Brad Marks channel. Hey, guys, what do you think of the Thai baht will fall again? Do you think the Thai baht?
I think it's pretty much at the bottom, and it's not the Thai baht that's falling. It's the currencies around the world are doing terrible right now. Inflation is up around the world. Thailand, it's not changing. The prices here are still the same. Yeah. I still pay the same price for my cup of coffee that I paid last year, this year. I'm still paying the same amount for a liter of diesel for my SUV than I did last year. I'm still paying the same amount for rent, water, electricity, food prices. Everything here is it's the same in Thai baht. What's changing is the currencies around the world. The dollar is getting weaker. The Australian dollar is getting weaker. The British pound is getting weaker. All around the world, these currencies, and the Thai baht is staying the same. So therefore, it feels like it's stronger when in actuality, it isn't. It's still the same.
Yeah.
As the government currencies around the world are getting weaker.
And, forget these YouTubers saying, oh, things are, people are leaving Thailand because it's too expensive, or
it hasn't changed.
Not the deal anymore, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's all bull. Yeah. You're going to live inexpensively here. Accommodation, your bigger expense. They're built, like, use common sense. The building construction is so massive around here. Obviously, there's buyers for it, which means there'll be rentals coming. That's your biggest expense. That ain't going to go through the roof ever, in my opinion. Not the way they're doing, at least for your lifetime. But so the other thing I would say is, look at protect yourself. Just go make more money. And so how do you do that? I mean, I know several people, good people, friends, subscribers. Brooke, I think I might have to go back to my home country and get a job again and go back to work again. Why? Because they were getting, in their mind, short on funds. Well, okay, two things. Number one, they weren't maybe invested in the right product. And number two was maybe their spending habits.
Yeah. So
the biggest thing we've had them do, at least advise them, and they've done, and they're tickled pink, is invest better. And they seem to be loving this yield max funds that are paying this monthly check. So some of them call it their monthly welfare check. But anyways, it's come regularly. It comes monthly. So yeah, if you invest smarter, you're going to have more funds. And then obviously, I know one of the boys, he liked the ladies, he liked his beer, and he was just maybe too much. Instead of 3-4 nights a week, maybe only one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so you still have something to look forward to, but so your spending habits can make a difference. But that's all. You'll love it here. Julie Perkins cruising. There you go. See a little ship in there.
There you go.
Yeah. Julie Perkins. Adrian is being spoiled at home in our Banksery apartment by his caregivers.
Oh, and I know he is having a great time.
Yeah, he loves it there. Vincent, hey guys, a week ago I smelled smoke. Oh yeah, has smoky season from other parts of Thailand affected Jomtien air quality? No. What you smelt, Vincent, was pot. I mean, I smell it. It's not supposed to be smoked in the condos.
Yeah.
But you can't, I mean, oh geez, there it is again. You don't know who, but no, I don't think burning season is not at all. Robert Nutt, if you get on the Thai dating app, make sure you are on at 5 a.m. That's when women that work are on. Now, he's got a point. There is a time when they'll finish work and then go to the site. So
Mm.
you need to find out when that is.
Yeah.
I think he's talking back in the West there, maybe at 5 a.m. Hellcat says, when you first get there and get your new cell phone, does all the information from your current cell phone transfer over? Get your new SIM. Well, the SIM card, it's already on your phone. You just have a new SIM, right?
No, he's talking about cell phones.
Oh, a new cell phone. Okay.
If you wanted to buy a new cell phone here, then when you go to the shops, the dealers that sell the cell phones, they will pair it for you free. So they'll copy your apps and your information over to your new phone, and they do it wirelessly, and they know how to do that. They're real tech savvy, and they go on your old phone, your new phone, and they set it up and the transfer data. And they tell you, go have a cup of coffee, go have a sandwich, lunch, whatever, come back in an hour, we'll have it done for you. And they do. They're fantastic.
Yeah. I've never bought I bought mine in the West, my phone, so I haven't bought one here. But I did buy the iPad I mentioned earlier, and that's exactly what they did. What Coop said, they come back in an hour, everything will be over. Yeah, and they come over and they show you it's working. Oh yeah, there's all my apps on there. There's
all my contacts.
Yeah,
my games,
everything's there. So yeah,
there. Okay, I'm happy. Yeah. And we're about to wrap up, folks, and say our goodbyes right now. So thank you all for coming on and joining today's live stream. Much appreciated. Malcolm says, "Uru, go Misty." Yes, please.
Mike D, any word about what's Misty dividend will be? No, haven't heard.
On what's Tesla dividend will be?
Tesla, sorry.
No, not yet.
Be out this week, I think, Mike. Yeah. Live and Earn with Mike. I just got on the live stream. What did I miss?
Go back and hit the rewind.
Yeah. Hit that like button while you're on, Mikey.
And that's it. 96 people watching. So thank you to the 96 people that came on and joined us. Let's just see if we hit the 100 thumbs up. If not, hit it now for us, please.
89. Well, we're close.
Oh, 89. God, 11 so short. Close. 11 short. We need 11 more people to hit the thumbs up.
Alpha says, thanks again, boys and Darlene. My delicious bowl of cow soy soup is the same price. Life is great. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Yeah. And Jack Bree says 16th is the date for Tesla.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
And we're at the 11th. So it'll be, I guess, coming up.
Yeah. Not long. So
maybe that's
thank you all for coming on and join us. If you haven't yet, hit the thumbs up. That's all we ask. It's not a lot. Come on, we're doing all this for free, guys. Help us out. And until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. Stay tuned.
Stay safe.